Welcome to Sophie's Touch, the makeover show that begins not in a closet, but in the kitchen.
Well, my friends, styling and the kitchen, they are very close because everything woman does, she does with a style, even the cooking.
And before I transform Pet's style, I need to transform her mood first. So today I am making Pet her very first honey cake. She loves sweet things and I cannot wait to see her reaction. This cake is not just a dessert, it's the beginning of her new chapter. When I arrived at Pet's home with the cake, I didn't just meet Pet, I also met her 20 cats. And yes, I crowned her the queen of the cats.
Do you remember all the cats' names?
Oh, yes, but it would take me a while to think of them all. So I actually have a list. Okay, well, we have Missy, we have Starla, Andy, Christopher, Romeo, Jerome.
Pet didn't just adopt cats. She saved their lives, one story at a time.
Well, it's a really long story, but I'll give you the short version. Basically, I came here to Central Florida with 4 cats.
Wow.
Well, of course, there were cats here already. And so I adopted some of those cats. Then a lady in Jacksonville from church, she lost her house during COVID. She had 20 cats of her own. She didn't let me know until I went up to help her move that I was actually going to adopt all the cats. She said, "Oh, I just have a couple cats." I brought all 20 with my roommate here, was intending to adopt them out, or she was going to get a new home. After 3 years, I realized she wasn't going to get a new home for all 20 cats, and they were mine. Of course, by 3 years, I knew them well. They all had their routines. And my roommate also helps take care of them, so I could keep that many cats. Some have passed, of course. They're older. Then I end up with new cats, sometimes from the neighborhood, sometimes I have a cat colony as well. But no more kittens.
Over tea and honey cake, Pet shared the story of her life, her kindness, her cats, and her work at the Sanford Library.
So I work at the Sanford Branch Library. It's in Seminole County. And I do story time for kids, school age and preschool. And I also run a genealogy program.
Wow.
That's just once a month. Also, I'm on the desk. I answer some questions, mostly about making photocopies for people for forms. But my favorite is working with the kids. I was a volunteer in libraries when I was in high school because it was a nice, quiet place to be with my friends and away from all the other kids. I loved reading from when I was very small. I never thought I'd be a librarian, though. I studied to be an artist. I studied to be a journalist. And finally, I was in St. Louis with my husband. I was married at the time. And I work in this beautiful library. It's called a Carnegie Library. And a lady, a librarian, came up to me and said, "Would you like to go to class to be a librarian?" I said, "Oh, I can't afford it." The class was reference services. It sounds very boring. You know, you open books and find things for people, but it was really interesting to me, and I realized that was probably my career. Now, I'm already 30 at this point. I did get a grant in Miami, and 4 years later, I was a librarian.
She fell in love with a culture rooted in warmth and history.
Okay, tell me, what kind of clothes usually you wear?
Well, I usually like plain pants, of course. Black goes with everything, but I also like floral skirts.
Do you like something simple or colorful?
I do like simple, of course, because for every day I work in a library, especially with the kids, but colorful is very nice too, especially on festive occasions. You know, I do like the reds, I like purple, and the bright blues. Simple and colorful. I guess I would have to say both.
If you could change something in your style, what would it be?
I think I would like to go a little younger. I tend to have older clothes because I shop at Goodwill. You know, something just a little sportier, maybe, something more modern. Yeah. Or even if it was a little retro and a little elegant. I have been simple for a long time, so I think I would like to do something a little more daring and a little more young.
And that's when I revealed the surprise.
Okay, I have a surprise for you. I will go shopping by myself and we will meet tomorrow in the salon. I promise you will like it.
I'm so excited.
Pat was relaxing at home and I went shopping alone. Everything had to be perfect for her very first real makeover. Today was the moment Pat feared most, because in 62 years she had never dyed her hair.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
So, Pat,
Yes.
are you ready for big change?
I am.
Okay, let's go.
I trust you, Sophie.
I know.
And trust is where transformation begins.
Oh, wow, Pat. I love the color. Do you like it?
I do.
Wow, then I love it. Perfect.
And then the moment she had been waiting for.
Okay, guys, this is it. Are you ready for the big reveal?
She didn't just see a makeover, she saw her confidence returning. We stopped by her library. It was already closed, but a few co-workers were still inside. And the best part? They didn't recognize her at first. That's when the change becomes undeniable. To celebrate the occasion, we stopped by a beautiful restaurant called Corner Chop House. And by the way, thank you for the warm hospitality.
Cheers, my cat queen. How do you feel?
Oh, I feel very glamorous. The boots are so amazing. The jewelry, the hat, and the coat. Oh my goodness. But my favorite, the makeup. I never would have thought I could look quite like this. And the hair, oh my goodness. What a beautiful color that you picked for me. Thank you so much, Sophie.
Pat, what is your favorite part?
My favorite part was definitely the reveal. I loved how you put everything together. First the hair, and then the makeup, and then the fashion, and then, the big reveal, showing everybody and myself how beautiful I can look. I really enjoyed that part.
And do you feel more confident now?
I do. I feel a lot more confident about maybe what to get when I go out now. I didn't really like shopping. My shopping would be once a year at the Black Friday sale. When I was younger, my stepmother would get me care packages, and she would get me packages that would have a nice little outfit that would be appropriate for maybe a 5-year-old, although in my size, of course. And so I just never felt like I could really shop with anyone. I didn't have anyone to shop with, not since I was 16. So this just shows I can go out and shows that I can find things that do look good on me.
Hearing Pat talk about her struggles with shopping made this transformation even more meaningful.
I think this experience would be important for everyone, every woman to try, because when I was just checking off the boxes, I'm not seeing how special and different I am. I'm just surviving. This shows any woman that she is very special, and she can be special in any environment and still check the boxes off, still survive, still feed the cats. So thanks for spending a little bit of time on me, and I feel like now I can spend some time on myself.
Pat's story, it's not just a story, it's the story of so many women who forget themselves while caring for everyone else. Remember this, you deserve care, you deserve beauty, and you deserve confidence. Pat found her new beginning today, and maybe you can find yours. Thank you for watching Sophie's Touch. Until next time, keep shining!